Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're handing you a totally practical, real-life masterclass on how to build a self-sustaining business from absolute scratch. Look, if you've ever wondered what it actually takes to dig yourself out of a financial hole with practically zero resources, you are in the exact right place. We're going to dive into the true story of a young guy named Marcus, and we'll extract the exact actionable blueprint he used to completely flip his life around. To really grasp the power of this blueprint, we got to rewind to a cold Tuesday morning in November 2010. Marcus was 24 and life was rough. He just lost his warehouse job and his landlord had kicked him out of his apartment a couple of weeks prior. He was literally living in his car. No college degree, no rich family to swoop in and save him, no mentors. Even his friends had stopped returning his calls. $100.43. That was it, his entire net worth. But fast forward exactly 10 years later, and that very same guy who started in a freezing car with $100, he reached a net worth of over $3 million. And no, there was no lucky break here. He didn't win the lottery, and it definitely wasn't one of those right place, right time tech boom flukes. It was the result of a highly deliberate, calculated series of choices. And that is exactly what we're going to unpack right now. Okay, here's the structured 4-phase blueprint we'll be covering so you can replicate this success yourself. 1, the mindset shift. 2, the flipping method. 3, skill monetization. And 4, the scaling engine. Let's jump in. Starting right off with phase 1, the mindset shift, the decision that sparked the blueprint. Sitting in his car that morning, Marcus had 2 choices, right? Drown in self-pity or use his frustration to actually build something. Well, he chose to build. He grabbed a small notebook, which was pretty much the only thing of value he had left, and he wrote just one single sentence right at the top of the first page. I will never be broke again. That notebook became his absolute anchor. Instead of just hoping things would magically get better, that sentence drove him straight to the local public library. He practically lived there for 3 days, devouring every single book he could find on personal finance, sales, and human psychology. He was laying down his mental foundation before spending a single dime. Moving on to phase 2, the flipping method, creating cash flow from absolute zero. Now, Marcus didn't try to launch some massive, complicated tech startup. Instead, he made a very unglamorous but highly effective first move using his remaining $47. He bought some basic cleaning supplies and hit up Craigslist. Step 1, he hunted for old furniture, electronics, honestly, anything people were giving away for free just to clear out their space. Step 2, he'd pick the item up, give it a deep clean, and this is the secret sauce right here, take high-quality, well-lit photos. Think about it. Most people selling junk online take terrible, blurry pictures in dark rooms. Marcus used great presentation to create perceived value. Then, step 3, he'd repost those same items and resell them for 3 times his initial investment. He was literally pulling value out of thin air using nothing but elbow grease and better staging. And wow, the immediate impact of this flipping method was undeniable. He started with a measly $47 in capital for his supplies, and by the end of week 1, his profit was $340. Now, you and I both know $340 isn't going to buy a mansion, but getting rich wasn't the point of this early stage. It was all about proving the concept. It proved to himself that he wasn't helpless, and it generated the momentum he needed to reinvest every single dollar he made. He didn't celebrate, by the way. No fancy dinners, no treating himself. He religiously pumped that cash right back into his flipping cycle. That $340 in month 1 scaled incredibly fast. By month 3, he was consistently generating $1,200 a month. And that was exactly enough for him to finally move out of his car and rent a small room for $350 a month. He completely stabilized his basic living situation using nothing but a simple, disciplined flipping engine. Which brings us to phase 3, skill monetization, transitioning to high-income skills. See, Marcus was smart enough to realize that cleaning and flipping old furniture had a hard income ceiling. There are only so many hours in a day, right? So to break through that ceiling, he pivoted. He decided to offer service-based value to local business owners. He actually went out, knocked on doors in his neighborhood, and threw out this incredibly bold pitch. I will work for you for free for 2 weeks. If I don't add value, fire me. If I do, pay me what you think I'm worth. He completely dropped his pride. He knew that humility is profitable, and offering strategic free labor was literally the fastest way to squeeze his foot into doors that actually paid. But let's be real about cold outreach. It means heavy rejection. 27 different business owners looked him in the eye and just flat out said no. Only 3 said yes. You absolutely have to weather that brutal, demoralizing rejection to find the few open doors. But the catch is, you only need a few. For Marcus, one of those 3 acceptances came from a local small marketing agency. So how exactly did a guy with 0 marketing experience add value? Well, he combined all that knowledge he soaked up at the library to execute a totally ruthless cold email strategy. Instead of sending out generic, boring blasts, his scripts followed a super strict formula. He would point out a very specific flaw in the prospect's current marketing, offer the exact solution for free, and keep the whole email under 4 sentences. He was an obsessive note-taker and a blazing fast learner. And guess what? Within his 2-week free trial, those carefully crafted cold emails successfully closed 2 brand new clients for the agency. He proved his worth undeniably. So when the owner offered him a $2,500 a month job, Marcus boldly accepted. But he negotiated a life-changing clause. He demanded a commission on every single client he brought in. Absolute game changer. Next up is Phase 4, the scaling engine. The 3 habits that build millionaires. So while the cold emails secured his income, it was an underlying operational engine that actually scaled his wealth. Habit number 1 was tracking every single dollar. From day 1, even back when he basically had nothing but linked and pocket change, Marcus tracked his finances obsessively. He operated on this ironclad rule: if an expense wasn't written down, it didn't happen. This gave him absolute, granular control over his capital. Because honestly, you just can't manage what you don't measure. Habit number 2, invest before spending. Every single month, without fail, Marcus took the first 20% of his income and dedicated it purely to learning. Books, online courses, paying for access to mentors, you name it. He called this paying himself in knowledge. He figured out really early on that your skills compound in the exact same way that money compounds in a bank account. And then there's habit number 3, solve premium problems. Look, we all know hard work alone doesn't create wealth. Plenty of folks work unbelievably hard their entire lives and stay broke. True wealth is created when you apply your skills to high-value bottlenecks. Marcus was constantly asking himself, okay, what problem can I solve right now that people are willing to pay premium money to fix? Upgrading from flipping used couches to driving serious agency revenue through targeted cold emails, that is the absolute perfect example of leveling up the problem you solve. As the years went by, the sheer power of those 3 compounding habits just became undeniable. By year 3, pooling his base income and those sweet commissions, he'd saved 18 grand. He used that to launch his own digital marketing agency right out of his apartment with a cheap laptop. Year 4, he hit $80,000 in revenue. Year 5, $210,000. By year 8, his agency was pulling in $1.2 million a year. And by year 10, through smart reinvestment and scooping up rental properties, he officially crossed that $3.1 million net worth mark. So synthesizing all of this, what are the vital takeaways from this explainer? First off, $100 is absolutely enough to start if your mindset is right. Second, desperation combined with clear direction equals immense power. Get a plan going, even a tiny one like flipping freebies on Craigslist. Third, invest in your skills before anything else. Fourth, swallow your pride, trade free labor if you have to, just to get yourself into profitable rooms. But the biggest takeaway of all, Marcus never chased the money directly. The money was just a byproduct. He chased becoming a person with the character, the skills, and the discipline who actually attracted and deserved that wealth. As we wrap up this practical blueprint, I want to leave you with one final critical question to chew on. Think back to Marcus, sitting in his freezing car with that blank notebook. What is the one sentence you are going to write at the top of your first page? Identify your direction, start building those skills, and let's get to work.